So let's move on to the fourth principle about how important it is that all students need meaningful relationships to help them and to challenge them to explore the big questions of their lives. And of course, those big questions are questions like, who am I? And what is my purpose in the world? What are my gifts? And what gives meaning to my life? Those are big, important questions for every student and best explored with other people, with peers, and with faculty and staff that care about students. Peter and I emphasize in the book that these are not questions for only privileged students at elite institutions. These are questions that every single undergraduate should grapple with. In our visits, we were so impressed by the work that LaGuardia Community College, for instance, is doing, where they have designed their entire undergraduate curriculum and learning around an electronic portfolio idea for every student based on two big questions. Who am I? And who am I becoming? Very impressive work. So let's go back and hear from Samantha Paskvan again. Now, Samantha has had experience in a lab. So she's found her place, and she's in this position where she's part of what we think of as a vertical mentoring team. She's not just in relationship with a single faculty member overseeing her research, but with fellow undergrads, with graduate students, with postdocs, and with other faculty affiliated with this faculty member's lab. Let's hear about some of the questions that Samantha is engaged with in her work in the lab.
Beyond the serious science we're doing, there's this whole other aspect of caring about each other's lives. The faculty will make the time to ask, how are your classes going? What are you thinking about for next year? What are you getting involved in outside of the lab? What do you want to be after you graduate? And then they would really listen and encourage me, even if I wasn't sure if I knew what I was doing or where I was going.
And these big questions, like what do you want to do after you graduate, happen naturally and occur every day. And not only between Samantha and her primary professor, but all the other students and faculty and postdocs and graduate students affiliated with this lab. And these systems of mentoring are really powerful because they move us beyond this one-to-one mentoring model where one faculty member works with one student. This is an opportunity, an example of how mentoring can be brought to scale, and students can have opportunity to have multiple mentors. Peers are also very important partners in examining questions of meaning and purpose. And going back to LaGuardia Community College, I want to introduce you to a profound statement that Ashley Mangual made. Let's hear from Ashley.
I want to talk about peer relationship building in a way that is not so conventional or clear-cut. It's a space to be wrong, and it's a space to confront others and have others confront you, and to be provided that space for growing and understanding yourself. For me, that is the power of these mentoring programs. They give you an opportunity to look in the mirror through the eyes of people around you so that you learn very deeply both about your flaws and what's good about you. It also gives you the space to practice how to do it all better.
To me, this was an immensely insightful quote from a student in her second year of college that really understands in full this idea that being in relationship with others helps you learn about your strengths and your areas for growth. I love this notion of this safe space to be wrong, to listen to the perspectives of other people and to re-examine your beliefs. That's a very mature insight. And I wish more of us in 2020 had that particular insight and point of view.